first and 10 at the 38. Here's Allen. And this is Simpson with a catch. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. First and 10.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Simpson. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 3. On the give, it's Guerendo. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Handoff here, Guerendo. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. The pickup there, 5 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Vikings 14, Buccaneers 7.
Here's Guerendo on first down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 117 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Now it's Guerendo. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
He finds Austin complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run with Guerendo. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. On the ground, here's Guerendo. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To the air, May. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. They've got his man, complete. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Vikings. Christian Watson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that. That was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Here's a give up the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
137 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd down and 6.
To throw, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a quarter, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Allen off the play fake.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6.
Allen going to throw. He'll buy some time right.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's 3rd and 6. In motion right, that's Hamler. From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Josh Palmer in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
when they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Looking to throw. May. He finds his man. Complete. It's Oliver. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. To throw, it's May. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now that play stopped by Drake Jackson. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd and 9 now. Right side to Watson. And he'll go down at the 26, forming a gain of 6. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. From the shotgun, it's May. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down is May. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. This is caught. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 160 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Allen from the gun on third down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. McLeod, and he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's May. That's taken in by Watson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall